So a few months back, my buddies and I came across a 2000 Yamaha Beartracker 250 two-wheel drive.
This is cool.
For a whopping $700, which is so much more money than it should have been. So
you said you had it for about 5 months?
Showed up for the marketplace deal, 3 deep, and actually 4 deep, and young gentleman, he settled on $440 because the thing died on the test drive.
It's definitely worth the time.
Plastics, was able to refine them.
This side's almost... This stuff is unbelievable. Get this out of my way.
Thing turned out pretty good. It was leaking fuel. Carburetor was held on by electrical tape instead of an actual carburetor boot. The thing was just generally worn out, abused. The diff oil, rear end gear oil was just pretty nasty. Mostly mud.
We're gonna drain that out. Holy smokes. Exciting times. Let's pull this brake cable off while it's doing its thing. Alright, got the tank over here. Just
got a new petcock.
Pull the old one out. There's the new one. There's no way it's not the original filter.
Check out how bad this oil filter was. Figured there was something else we could do. This was before I realized the plastics had some life left in them. Changed out the brake cable, new seat cover,
and voila.
lower control arm ball joints.
We are back in business. It's completely bent.
Found out the
awesome
knuckle was tweaked. Front wheel bearings. Like I said, completely worn out. But after a couple months' time and a lot of patience and a couple $100 really, I think I was put about $400 into it. So for under $900, I think it was about $800, including the $440 purchase price. Ended up with a pretty sweet 4-wheeler. Wasn't perfect. Could have painted some stuff. I put the seat cover on myself. That one was not nearly perfect, but it's a good machine. So rode it for a little while and posted it up for sale, and I sold it.
All right, a couple minutes out, across the state line to go take a look at this thing. Ad shows 2006 KFX400. I'm already seeing some ATVs and boats and all kinds of cool stuff, so let's see what we got. May never return again. Should be this third left, hopefully. Wow, what a horrible spot. Wow, this is so cool. Getting loaded up. Well, we got ourselves a 2006 KFX400. Guess what it's got? Some snappy Yoshimura exhaust. And coolant's topped off. Idle's really good. It wants to run, but it's either flooding itself or it's starving for fuel or both. We're gonna figure it out. Pretty cool stuff. All right, here she is. Turns out it is a 2003 KFX 400, and it's in need of a carburetor clean. So we're gonna drag it in the garage, get some stuff out of the way. I'm gonna pull the seat off, pull this center section plastics off, and then I'm gonna pull the tank off, get the air box out of the way, whatever else is sitting in the way, and I'll update you guys when we get there. So I just pulled this out and it looks like what appeared to be off. Correct, let's see. Yeah, on gives me no juice. Here, let's prop you guys up. So straight up and down says reserve. Nothing, which makes some sense. Then we got prime, which gives me gas, and we got on, which gives me nothing. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. So we'll dig into that. All right, got the carb out. All I did was disconnect this to get out of the way, set the air box boot to the side, and then just kind of, I still got to disconnect choke and throttle cables, but yeah, everything kind of came out nicely. Loosened up the clamp here. There's a gentleman, I'll put a link in the description, who does a really good in-depth video, but I just want to give you guys the quick down and dirty. How's Peter doing? Hell yeah. Alright, carb's off. Got the throttle disconnected. Choke's looking a little nasty down in there, so might be indicative of what we're gonna find. I'm gonna pull the is this a breather tube off, I think? Yeah. One breather tube. And this little skinnier one up top. We're gonna leave the diaphragm on. I just closed up the throttle cable so we don't get any junk in there because it looks brand new. We'll pull the overflow off and see what we got. All right, that is exactly what I had in mind, and it's a really good sign. This thing's pretty nasty. but not too bad. So let's get these jets out. Usually, yeah, I think we should be able to separate this. Count how many screws, how many threads in this is for idle, because it's idling pretty good. Looks like I might be able to reuse the base gasket. I was missing one screw. It's only 3, which is probably why it was leaking. Yeah, we'll pull. There's someone in the comments can correct me, but Skinny Phillips head jet, jet, jet. Obviously float, and we'll. Oh, this gasket's barely on there. It's pretty hard too. It's not too bad. Might be able to salvage that. Keep this away from carburetor cleaner. Keep these up in my don't drop on the floor pile. All right, let's pull. Yeah, there's an air fuel mixture screw in there too. All right, let me set up a tripod and we can do this together. It's like the battery's fully charged. It's pretty cool. I love how beefy these tires are. I don't know if these are factory. I don't think they are. My other one had some hole shots on it. These are 22s, I think. Yeah, big beefy mamas. They look to be in really good shape. Somebody might have put an aftermarket axle in this thing. Quad boss. Doesn't feel too cooked. How about pads? Still some in there, kind of. Let's see. Yeah. I think they're pretty rusty. Chain's good. Suspension, a little squeaky, but good. Airbox lid's missing, probably because it's a Yoshimura exhaust. So I think the way that works is the jetting air fuel mixture, you get more air introduced if you pull the lid off. So I'll have to do some research on that, but I'll insert some clips here. We took the bike out today, went riding with some guys. It's pretty fun. Can't wait to have this thing out there. All right, let's see what we got going on here. All right, let's pull this jet out, maybe, please. Yeah, cool. Might not be the highest quality videography for you guys, but hopefully this can help somebody out. Okay. See how clogged this bad area is. Yep. Yeah, one of those was plugged. Let's see. I'm holding this up to the light. Yep, can't even see through it. Cool. Well, we'll clean that. Keep these together. Cool. Blast this thing out with some cleaner. Oh, look at that crap. Nasty. Okay, sorry. I digress. Get a bigger flathead. There we go. Please don't break. Thank you. Look at that. Completely plugged too. Let's see if we get that to focus. Yep. Yep, now I can see through it. This thing's gonna run like a top. Sweet. We'll clean that thing out too. Alright, we'll take this, I think, main jet out, maybe. Right. She's all clear and happy, but look at all this crap on there. Oh my god. Yep. Ugh. Look at that. Okay. Very good signs, very, very good signs. See if we can get this float off without breaking anything. All right. Pin came right out, that's good. See how this needle and seat looks. Not bad. That's good, that's why it would idle. Alright, I'm going to count the threads on this air fuel. 1 half turn, 1 full turn, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4. Is that right? 4, okay. Four turns. Ugh. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That's better. Oh, I forgot there's a spring in here. Okay. I wonder if we can just, yeah, let's do that. Let's leave this the way it is. And we'll just pop this thing off. Maybe, maybe not. Please. Oh, holy shit. Oh, yep, she's stripping. All right, looks like it's gonna stay there forever. I'm gonna clean this the way it is. You poor thing. All right, what else we got going on here? I rarely find any nastiness inside of the diaphragm, so we're not gonna venture into the diaphragm. I'm gonna pop this off. Probably a bad idea, but let's see what we got here. Make sure there's nothing crazy going on. There's usually a spring behind here, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Is there a gasket? Yeah, I don't really want to fuck with this. Yeah, I'm not messing with this. If it doesn't run, I'll pull it back off. We'll clean this too. I think that's it. We're gonna blast out these ports. See what happens. Here. Clean my. If anybody ever wants to tell you to give up, just remember that literally anything is possible. Anything is possible. That's the little throttle piece. All right, just for my own knowledge, up is reserve, which nothing comes out. And then if we, sorry, down is on, where nothing comes out. Does that make sense? And then prime is on, and then reserve is not on. Okay. So on is not on. Got it. Alright, I just pulled the petcock off. I think she needs a little cleaning. Yuck. Alright, carb's all cleaned up. Put back in place, tightened down. Fuel line, breather hose hooked up. Tank is flush, petcock's cleaned. We're gonna make sure this thing's got oil and then see what happens. See if it's got some throttle. Some choke. This thing absolutely rips. As you can tell, just went for a little cruise. Oh, the fan's going. Let the fan run for a little bit. Alright, got ourselves a heavy-duty inline fuel shutoff installed. I'm gonna get a couple clamps, but pretty cool. I think I might fasten it up here. Not sure. Doesn't seem to be all that heavy. I'll just put a self-tapper right here. Sounds good. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's heavy-duty and it's not leaking anymore, so that's kind of cool. It was just seeping out of the overflow ever so slightly. So I would come in the garage and it would smell like gas. There's no off position on these petcocks. Like I talked about earlier. Reserve, prime, on. And it only goes 3 ways. So, that's where I'm at. installed. Get rid of that. Yeah, let's drain some oil out of this thing. Well, she was kind of screaming for life. Not horrible, but definitely some metal shavings in there. We're gonna drain the reservoir next. All right, we got ourselves one of these here high flow filtros. Looks comparable. This thing's ugly. It's not really bad. It's not Beartracker bad. Can't hear anything in there. But it might be original. I'm pretty sure it's original. Pretty ugly. So, same number, HF139. We're gonna go yeet. And we're gonna go sauce this bad Larry in there. I got the 3/8 mils out, and then we'll go like so, and put it back in. 2,000 milliliters of oil later, baby. Sounds smoother. Got ourselves a fresh air box. See if it fits. Now we're talking, baby. All right, we got some fresh aftermarket Chinese genuine clamps on there, and about to pop in a new spark plug. Just move the tank out of the way. She's down in there. Use ourselves a little magnet, crack her loose, and I'll put a new spark plug in. Can't wait to see what this old one looks like. Yes, likely original. Wouldn't be surprised. Still looks pretty nice and brown and happy though. Obviously a little bit of oil buildup and ran rich at some point, but it's like a toasted brown. All right, put the new plug in. This is what it's supposed to look like. Voila, at last. Man, this thing just sounds happy. All right, so this little heel protector piece looks a lot like that. Was cracked, and the actual bar on the rear, the support bar here, was broken, so it was rubbing against the tire. So I went and pulled it off. Probably a little bit dangerous, but I have to be careful and see if I can find a new one of these and maybe reinforce this or find someone who can weld it, because I can't weld. And I put the plastics back on, which looks pretty good. I've got this kit that I bought that has these plastic snap pieces. So it comes with, where is one? These, where is it? These things. So you pop this in the hole, and you pop this in and it expands it, and then the plastic piece doesn't come off. So we're gonna go ahead and pop those in. All right, we're back in business. All the plastics are in there like swimwear. Had a missing screw right here. I swear this might be the exact same quad from Alaska. The plastics are faded the same. It's got the same exhaust. It had an Oregon decal on it. Like, I should check the VIN. There's no way it is, but man, it just brings back the memes. Tighten up some hardware here. This is the crack I was telling you guys about, but yeah, all this, it's not perfect gap wise, but the plastics are actually on there. So, man, this thing needs a bath, a real scrub, not just a spray. But let's put the seat cover on. We'll let that thing dry out. Fresh seat cover.